Hello, 4th grade teachers. This video overview of social studies has been created to help you understand what the 4th grade year of social studies looks like. In each unit, I will share the concepts that are elevated within these units. In addition, due to the use of organizing concepts being used to organize planning templates, I'll offer a brief description of the organizing concepts and highlight some general ideas related to what students will be doing and thinking about to arrive at the unit's understandings. As always, refer to planning templates for greater specificity. On this slide, you see the title and lengths of units. If you add up all of the low-end days, you'll see that this is equal to 80% of the student contact days in a year. If you add up the high-end days, you'll see that this is equal to 100% of the student contact days in a year. This flexibility was established to allow for reteaching when necessary or possibly exploring topics with greater depth. It honors the disruptions that might happen during a school year and the different teachers and learners we have in all of our classrooms. The first unit of the year, Choices and Opportunity Cost, is brief and focuses on two economic concepts, those of opportunity cost and cost and choice. This is the unit in your year that is connected to the personal financial literacy standards. Opportunity cost, the one organizing concept for this unit, elevates the relationship between scarcity and choice. Due to scarcity of time or resources, choices must be made. Sometimes a choice involves doing something that is more interesting than another thing. In all situations, weighing options involves knowing that the choice will involve an opportunity cost. In this unit, students weigh choices, both financial choices and choices that are made daily. The weighing of these choices involves asking students to consider variables, including risk and incentives. Remember, all choices are economic choices. Sometimes students are making choices within the classroom. Analyzing classroom rules and expectations allows students to see the incentives for their behavior and the risks. When applying choices to money, thinking about the effort that goes into earning and saving money allows students to carefully consider financial choices. To guide students towards the unit's understandings, students will evaluate and make choices and consider variables such as incentives, opportunity costs, and risks. The second unit of the year is entirely focused on geography concepts. Understanding Region, Africa, allows students to think carefully about the concepts of region and human and physical interaction. With Understanding Region, Africa, classroom thinking digs into the geographic concept of region, which is also addressed in the Colorado and compared to Colorado units. Region involves thinking flexibly about space. When geographers think about region, they group areas with common characteristics. Sometimes regional characteristics are related to physical geography, such as climate or ecosystems. Sometimes regional characteristics are based on people, such as religious regions, regions of varying population density, or political boundaries. Regions are not clearly defined, and geographers analyze various maps and tools to consistently determine regions. A common misperception is that this unit is about Africa. In fact, the unit was created to help students develop an understanding of region using the continent of Africa as a vehicle to get there. This goal is intentionally communicated in the unit's title, Understanding Region, to elevate the focus on this concept. Throughout instruction, teachers are encouraged to reference regions that exist in different parts of the world, so students begin to transfer the idea of region to a larger worldview. In this unit, students dig into a variety of physical features and facets that make the desert, grassland, and rainforest regions unique. To guide students towards the unit's understandings, students will create and investigate geographic questions, investigate and analyze opportunities and constraints of environment, and identify similarities and differences of regions. The third unit of the year, Colorado, is the most significant study of the school year at 66 to 82 days and includes all 4 social studies standards. In history, students examine the interactions among people, events, and ideas, and continuity and change over time. The geography concept of region and the economic concept of scarcity are also highlighted, and 2 concepts within civics are part of the unit, the structure and function of government and government. This unit is a well-rounded study of Colorado over time. The first organizing concept within Colorado is region, which had significant focus in the previous unit. While studying Colorado, students look at physical geography and other facets of the plains, mountains, and plateau regions of Colorado. Learning this concept, students also examine the connection of region to economics. To guide students towards the concept's understandings, students will use geographic tools, describe locations and environments using specific vocabulary, and describe how regions in Colorado are or have been connected by the movement of goods and services. Second, the study of Colorado includes a history concept. Historians study the interactions among people, events, and ideas to make sense of eras and understand cause and effect relationships. Sometimes certain ideas or events cause people to behave in certain ways. Sometimes people and their ideas cause certain events to take place, or sometimes there are events that cause people to behave uniquely and develop unique ideas. By considering the relationships between people, events, and ideas, historians are able to construct and explain their perspective of history and its stories. This is the most significant concept in this unit, and it allows students to think about people, events, and ideas and their influence on each other over time in the state of Colorado. Students consider the various people who have migrated to or lived in Colorado over time, what events and ideas brought them here, and how the state has changed due to events, ideas, or people. To guide students towards the concept's understandings, students will identify cause and effect relationships, describe why people came to Colorado, analyze the impact of certain developments, organize information chronologically, and identify goods and services throughout history. Last, Colorado has students address the civics concept, the structure and function of government. This allows students to explore government's hierarchical structures and order within the state. Structures create order within communities and society. For example, the family structure involves parents being in charge of households. Classroom structure involves teachers and educational assistants. School structure involves the superintendent, principals, and classroom teachers. Governmental structures involve branches of government or people in government, such as the president, governor, mayor, legislators, city councils, and police officers. When students recognize the structure, they can also identify how everyone has a role so the systems function effectively. For this reason, structure and function of government are considered one concept, since the ideas are inseparable. In the Colorado unit, students will think about our state's branches of government, the people within those branches, and the relationships between them while deepening their understanding of how government supports people nationally, in states, and in counties. They explore the roles of leaders within our communities and the roles of citizens. Last, students are invited to consider issues faced by the state and think about possible solutions. To arrive at the conceptual understandings, students will explain roles of leaders, citizens, and others, and they'll also examine issues. In the final unit of study, students deepen their understanding of region, a geography concept. Students engage in a geography study where they learn about our nation and all of its unique regions. While learning about new locations in our country, students make sense of this expanded national view by comparing these regions to Colorado, since Colorado is what they know best. To guide students toward the unit's understandings, students will use geographic tools, analyze opportunities and constraints of different physical environments, and compare regions or places back to Colorado. Please refer to the Stage 1 planning templates for greater specificity about the desired results for student learning within each unit of study. In addition, refer to Stage 2 and 3 supports for assessment examples and resources that are aligned to these units of study, knowing that these supports will continue to develop over time.